Welcome to Atten Recounts, where we uncover the survival wisdom of our ancestors to prepare for the challenges of today. In a world without modern comforts, our predecessors thrived by mastering the art of adaptation and resilience. Today, we'll rediscover field-tested strategies for warmth, water and food, skills that require no electricity or supply chain. These are practical lessons, not just stories, offering a blueprint for survival when modern systems fail. Join me as we journey back to the medieval era to unlock the secrets of enduring the harshest conditions. This is more than history. It's a guide to reclaiming the essential skills that define human survival. In medieval times, warmth was a matter of life and death. Our ancestors relied on each other, clustering together to share body heat and survive freezing nights. This wasn't just comfort, it was a calculated survival tactic, minimizing exposure and maximizing warmth. Communal sleeping, often in small rooms or halls, could raise the temperature by nearly 20 degrees. Simple shelters, lean-tos, tents of hides or wool trapped this heat, creating a microclimate against the cold. Every breath and body added warmth, turning a group into a living furnace. Nature mirrors this. Penguins huddle, meerkats burrow, all using shared heat to survive. Even alone, you can build a debris hut packed with leaves and moss to trap your own heat. The principle is simple. Contain your warmth, reduce the air you need to heat, and survive the night. Mastering this mindset, using your own energy and ingenuity, is the foundation of low-tech survival. In the coldest nights, our greatest resource is the warmth we create and the clever ways we preserve it. This ancient wisdom is as relevant now as it was centuries ago. Think of yourself not just as a heat source, but as a manager of precious energy. Harnessing this knowledge is the first step to true resilience. The four-poster bed wasn't just luxury, it was survival engineering. In drafty castles, heavy curtains around the bed created a room within a room, trapping precious warmth. Thick wool, velvet and fur-lined drapes sealed in heat, while layers of straw mattresses and blankets insulated from below. This thermal cocoon kept sleepers far warmer than the icy chambers outside. Beds were often preheated with stones or ceramic containers filled with embers, wrapped in cloth for safe, slow heat release. You can replicate this today. Drape blankets over a rope to make a tent over your sleeping area, tucking edges under your mat. This simple setup can add 10 to 15 degrees of warmth. Use smooth, dry stones heated by a fire, wrapped in cloth and placed at your feet for hours of comfort. These techniques require no special gear, just resourcefulness and an understanding of insulation. Medieval bed engineering shows how simple materials and clever design can transform a freezing night into a safe, warm rest. The principle: trap your heat, layer your insulation, and use every tool at hand. These timeless methods are as effective in a blackout as they were in a castle. Survival is about making the most of what you have. For medieval hunters and scouts, moving silently was essential for survival. They wore soft leather shoes or went barefoot, turning their feet into sensitive tools for detecting twigs and stones. The secret was ground feeling, walking with a midfoot or ball of the foot strike, knees bent, weight transferred smoothly. This method allowed them to sense the terrain and avoid making noise, blending into the landscape. Practicing this today is eye-opening. Remove your shoes, walk slowly, and feel the ground with each step. Try to move without snapping a twig. Each step becomes a mindful act. This skill lets you approach wildlife, move undetected, and connect deeply with your environment. It's a form of move-in meditation, requiring presence and patience. Acoustic invisibility isn't just for the past, it's a powerful tool for any survivalist or naturalist. No equipment needed, just awareness and practice. By learning to move quietly, you gain an edge in both survival and understanding the natural world. Silence is a skill, and the ground is your teacher. Shed noisy habits and listen to the earth beneath your feet. When food was scarce, medieval people turned to the forest's last resources, famine foods. The inner bark, or cambium, of pine trees was a lifeline, rich in starches and sugars. Carefully harvested, dried and pounded into flour, cambium could be mixed with grain to make bread or gruel. Foragers also relied on wild greens like dandelions, leaves for salads, roots for coffee, flowers for wine. Stinging nettle, once cooked, became a nutritious vegetable, higher in iron and protein than spinach. Nettle soup was a spring staple, restoring nutrients after a long winter. Learning to identify these plants, pine, dandelion, nettle, turns a barren landscape into a pantry. Foraging is about seeing food where others see weeds, and using every part of the plant. Sustainable harvesting ensured resources for the future. These skills connect us to the earth and the resilience of our ancestors. In survival, knowledge of wild foods is as vital as any tool. The forest is a larder for those who know where to look. Foraging is the art of turning scarcity into abundance. Clean water was a constant challenge in the medieval world. Without metal pots, people purified water using hot stone boiling, a simple, ingenious method. Dense, dry stones were heated in a fire, then transferred into a container of water, anything from a clay pot to a hollowed log. The stones brought the water to a rolling boil, killing bacteria and pathogens. Stones were swapped in and out to keep the water boiling for several minutes. The result? Safe, if slightly smoky tasting, water. This method required only fire, rocks and a non-flammable container. It's a cornerstone of primitive survival, demonstrating mastery of fire, geology and physics. Hot stone boiling is a timeless solution for water purification when modern tools aren't available. The simplest ideas are often the most effective. With basic knowledge and resourcefulness, clean water is always within reach. Survival is about adapting ancient wisdom to modern challenges. We've explored medieval survival, generating warmth, building shelters, moving silently, foraging and purifying water. These aren't just historical curiosities, they're powerful, practical skills. The ultimate survival tool isn't gear, it's knowledge. Supplies can be lost, but skills stay with you. Medieval people passed down these techniques through generations, creating a living tradition of resilience. By learning and practicing these methods, you become a living library of survival wisdom. True preparedness is about confidence in your own abilities, not fear of the future. The needs for warmth, water and food never change, only the tools do. Each skill is a key to unlocking solutions when modern conveniences fail. Invest in your education, read, watch and most importantly, practice. Try building a shelter, foraging or boiling water with stones. Failure is part of learning. Embrace it. By preserving these skills, we ensure we're never truly helpless. The past is a living reservoir of wisdom, not a relic. By learning forgotten techniques, we reconnect with our human story and reclaim self-reliance. Knowledge is the ultimate prep. Preserving these skills keeps us resilient, no matter what the future holds. The principles of survival are timeless, echoing through generations. It's our responsibility to learn, practice, and pass on this knowledge, keeping the chain of human resilience unbroken. Stay informed, stay prepared, and carry the wisdom of the past forward.